Hi everyone, Sharon here with Max Senior. Recently I've met a couple of people that have a new iPhone and they feel bad because they don't really know what to do with it. They hardly know how to use it as a phone. So I thought maybe I should just do a video tutorial on So You've Got a New Phone. I hope this is helpful and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching.
I think the easiest way to demonstrate the iPhone to you is just to go straight to the internet. And when I go to the internet, Apple's homepage is the first thing that comes up. So I'm going to go right to iPhone, and I want to scroll down just a little bit to have you see this page. And we're going to come back to this page. But first of all, I want to show you something in support. Let's say that you, for whatever reason, needed to get your phone over the internet. And so you ordered it that way and it came to you in a box. This is where you would go to find out how to use your phone. Well, first of all, how to set it up. So if we click on iPhone right here, see this information here? This is the welcome, and all of these things are links that will take you to deeper information about the different buttons and the different ways the phone operates. So, but right now, we're going to go to setup, because if you're just opening the box, this is where you're going to want to go for information. And if this will walk you right through everything you need to know. Now, there's one thing that I want to point out that I think is really important is location services. It's very important that that be turned on, because if it's not turned on, you can't find your phone when you lose it. You can't use the map services. Siri doesn't really work without location services, so that's really important. It's also important to know what your Wi-Fi network is in your home and know the name of it, and also know the password, because sometimes that's going to be necessary for you. So it's a little homework assignment. Find out the name of your network in your house and the password for it. You also need to have written down or memorized your Apple ID password. Okay, so this is just all the information you need to know about how to set up your phone. Now, I want to go back to the screen where we were before. So I'm going to go back to, I believe it was, oh no, one more back. Yes, this screen right here. Okay, so this is called the home button. And they call it that because it takes you home. This is your home screen. And the home button, anytime you press that home button, it's going to take you here. Okay? So these buttons on the side, they're your volume buttons. This is the volume to take it lower, or the button to take it lower, and this is the button to take the volume higher. This little button right here is actually a toggle switch. And you should practice toggling it back and forward so you can feel the little vibration when it goes onto mute. It does not vibrate when you take it off of mute, but when you put it on mute, it'll vibrate just for a second. Okay? And also I want to point out that both of these buttons are shuttlecocks. If you wanted to push one of them, instead of touch the dot to take a photograph, you could do it that way. Sometimes it's handier to do it that way than to touch the red dot. Okay, in the interest of time, I'm just going to go right to the information that can be found in the user guide. And remember that you get the user guide by going to the App Store and getting iBooks. And once you have iBooks installed on your device, then you can go to the iBook store and download the user guide for either the iPhone or the iPad. Now we're going to go from the 5S to the 6S and the 6S Plus, and you'll see that They're very similar. The only difference is that the 5S and older phones have um, the sleep wake button on the top, whereas the 6 and the 6S has it on the side. But if you'll study this page will show you what every single little dot and button and switch is on your phone. Okay, now to use your phone, when you tap the little green circle that has the white phone in it, you're going to get this screen. And this will allow you to dial the number that you want. And when a call comes in, this is what it's going to look like. This is a page out of the user guide, and I think it would be good for you to pause the video at this point and read this screen and this screen as well. There's a lot of information that's very helpful on these two sheets. And this sheet talks about visual voicemail, and visual voicemail is one of the best things about an Apple phone, an iPhone. The reason is because when you get a voicemail on a different kind of phone, it lets you know you have a voicemail, but then you have to go listen to the voicemail to find out who it's from and what number they're calling from and all of that information, where visual voicemail lets you see exactly who has called, and it lets you be able to return the most important calls first. So now I want to focus on these little icons along the bottom of this screen. The one to the left says favorites, and you can designate anyone in your contacts as a favorite. And the next one to the right of favorites is recents. You can touch that to see who has recently called you. Sometimes if you miss a call, you can just touch that and then call them right back. And then the one right next to it to the right is your contacts. You can touch that and it will bring up your whole contact list. The one next to that, of course, is the keypad, and the reason that's in blue here is because that's the screen that we're actually using, and then the one on the far right is your visual voicemail. So if you don't have an iPhone and you're considering getting one, you might want to go to Apple's website and click on phone, and then scroll down and click on these links that tell you why you might want to consider an iPhone, and also information on how easy it is to switch to an iPhone. So that's it for today. Once again, I want to say thank you so much for watching my video tutorials, and I hope it's been a help. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.